Okay, you seen the title, and we're gonna talk about it really quickly. Not to clickbait y'all, but this is a situation where it's not like a really big deal, but it does talk about an issue that's been prevalent in really media as a whole forever, and that is, are characters over-sexualized just to be over-sexualized? And the short answer is like, yeah, that's still a problem, but it's not as bad as it was back in the day. And for today's particular person is Emma Frost, after the reveal in Marvel Rivals. A good chunk, not a lot, but a good chunk of people have said like, okay, but did you have to give her all that? In which I say it's Emma Frost, like that's her whole thing. Like, of all the characters to die on a hill for, I feel like that's kind of not the best one to do that for. Granted, I'm not gonna tell you how to feel about anything. If you don't like it, you don't like it. To each their own. I'm just saying it feels a little weird that you're gonna say, oh, Gooner game, which, by the way, when did it become acceptable to call something a Gooner bait if just because they're attractive? Like, wouldn't I just self-report that you have a Gooner brain, that you can't see a thick woman without going, oh my god, why they make her like that? It's like, bro, it's some damn thighs, relax. And that's just the physical aspect of her. Like, it's really not that bad. That she's more like, she might be a slightly, and I do mean slightly, thicker than what she is in the comics on average, but you know, it's either that or she's supermodel skinny thin in the older comics, so like, pick your poison. Either way, she's gonna be objectified, and that sucks. Like, I'm not gonna say that doesn't suck on that point, but I feel like recently, in the last couple of years, they did really well with her, but she still kept the aspect of a flirt, seductress. She's a fashion model icon, like that's her whole thing. She comes from a family of money. She's referred to as a white queen because the Hellfire Club chess pieces, like that's her thing. That's just how she acts. So I don't know why, I don't know. I guess a lot of people are exposed to Emma Frost because they haven't really watched anything with her in it or read a lot of books. And I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, I'm the #1 Emma Frost fan. Like, I'm not gonna front. I just know enough to know like that's just her. Now, I also know there's another side of her that they do show well in the leaked voice lines. Well, I guess not leaked, but voice lines are out already for her. Like, they got her and Jeff's relationship right. They got her and Cap relationship right. They mentioned how her and Tony were a couple. I don't know if they're married in this universe in Marvel Rivals or I don't know. I can't believe Tony pulled that. Tony's game is immaculate. We're gonna have to talk about that someday. Back on this topic at hand, as a straight man, right, I know my opinion doesn't really matter that much, because of course I'm gonna say it's not that bad because it's designed for me and mine, right? If it's Gooner bait, if that's what it is, right? Just keeping it honest. But at the same time, respectfully, that's just Emma. Like, of all the characters, that's just Emma. I mean, if you want to pull the card like, oh, she's showing too much skin, that is her design. They just tweaked it. Like, she still got the leotard and the cape. Like, that's still her. That's still the same thing. She still got the same one piece, the high boots, and the cape. Like, it's one for one. So if you're mad at that design, you're just mad at Marvel. If you're mad at Marvel, why are you playing Rival? Now, you have an argument for Squirrel Girl where, like, yeah, the newer way Squirrel Girl looks like in the comics were kind of close to what she looks like now, but she didn't have all that. She did not have all that. I'm not complaining. So, you know, there's an argument for her, but everybody else in the game that I've seen called Gooner bait, like the Psylocke skin, that's just Psylocke. I think that's the sister, I forget which one. And what other skin? Oh, Malice was Invisible Woman. That, again, that's just the skin, but again, if you want to argue, that's not more Rivals' fault. They're just putting it in from the game. And it's not like it's just women who get sexualized in Rivals. If we're gonna really have this conversation, you have the Namor skin from the MCU, which, you know, that's a real person, and nobody acknowledged that one. Like, people thirst over that man to the point where he said he felt uncomfortable, but he got over it. But I mean, you still made him feel uncomfortable. You have the Black Panther skin. I think there's 2 new skins where you can argue. I'm not, you know what? Nah. I've seen somebody try to make that argument, but I'm not gonna count that one. I'm not gonna count the newest one he has where he's the like vampire possessed and Knowles. Nah, I'm not gonna count that one. But the cave one, where he's like in his Black Panther pelt on his head and he's just in a loincloth, like, yeah, okay buddy, yeah, because dudes want to look at that all the time. That being said, that is a hard fit, I can't front. What else is there? Oh, I mean, as this video is recorded, I'm pretty sure like a few days ago they dropped a Venom twerking emote. I wanna take you for a ride. And I know someone said like, oh, that's not the same. Like, he has hard eyes when he throws it back, and they gave Venom an absolute dumpy. Like, he's caked. I play Venom. That's all I stare at all day is the ass when I swing. So I like, Venom ain't have that in the comic books. He ain't have all that. I mean, hell, the ultimate proof that some characters are just hot to be hot is Black Widow. She's covered head to toe in a black latex suit, which, yeah, I guess you could say, oh, well, black latex and women is usually synonymous with, you know, like, look at Catwoman, Black Cat, etc. Which, again, you got me there, but at the same time, she's covered, and she's still sexualized, and nobody bitched about it then. And I'm more just prattling off because, you know, if I didn't mention this already, I'm just a professional yapper at this point. I yap about things that I hear about, or I have some type of say and so because I'm a fan of the said genre, and I will never tell anybody how they should feel about something they don't like it. You don't like it, that's that. That's, you know what I mean? That's cool, whatever. But I've been seeing so many think pieces on this exact issue of, oh, Marvel Rivals is a problem. The Rivals is the issue. It's like, buddy, if you think they're the problem, you need to look deeper within. You saw a lady with some thick thighs and you couldn't control yourself. Like that, I don't know what to tell you. That says more about you than it does the game. Like, over here saying like, oh, I can't focus on the game now. I was like, I know, and I hate to give those type of guys a pass, but I'm just gonna say the truth. I wouldn't take what they say even seriously because they're just joking. They're just saying, damn, she's hot. Like, as a guy, I don't want to give everybody a pass. I don't, but like, if some dude's like, oh, damn, don't, you know what I mean? Like that, they're just fucking around, respectfully. It's not that deep. When a guy yaps about Emma Frost, I will say some people take it too far. I've heard some, questionable takes already about the skin, so, you know, definitely doesn't help the cause of it's not that deep, but to each their own. You know, just so I'm not blowing smoke on my ass before I wrap this up, the last thing I want to add is I know other, like, nerds, not females, I know another girls, women, you know, who talk about this exact issue and they're like, that's just Emma. Hell, my homegirl said verbatim, if they got a problem with Emma, y'all gonna really hate it if they ever drop Mystique. She's literally naked. Cause that white dress shit, they only did that for cartoons. Like, but in the books, it's, well, the book's 50-50. Sometimes she has a dress, sometimes she don't. It's 50-50. So, I don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't know what to tell y'all when Mystique drop. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really, really rough for y'all. I mean, everybody like Gambit in his little crop top and him being a Playboy flirt in the 97 cartoon. I've seen both men and women want Project X skin Wolverine. He's butt-ass naked. I want that skin. Like, we can't help it, people are hot. It's not gooner bait just for them to be hot. Now, I just want this on the record in audio form. If Marvel Rival does drop an original skin they made, no comic book variation or whatsoever, then that's straight up like hardcore gooner bait. Hey, I'm not defending that. You got it. You got it. But if it's a skin that's based on something we've seen before, and they just tweak it, then it is what it is. I don't know what to say. I mean, you know, go back to the whole sexualizing character. They made Mr. Fantastic into a DILF. Like, and that's not even me saying that. I've seen people there's like, wait, when did Reed Richards look like that? Which I'm pretty sure it's canon that he's like an attractive man. So I don't know where, I just don't know where the surprise comes from when Marvel Rivals show you what these characters look like in a 3D setting. Of what we got. I mean, have you seen Peter in the game with a trash can with his hair and face? Because the model's leaked of that. It's absolutely insane. Bro's a whole model. And nobody bitch about that. Look at Wolverine. That's the ultimate DILF. Bro's like 200 years old. That's the Silver Fox final boss. Hell, Marvel Rivals showed you what the thing actually looked like. And people were just like, hold up. Since when Ben got all that? It's like, Ben like that. I think a lot of people who are complaining about it just don't know the characters all that well, and that's fine. If this is your first time exposure to Marvel Rivals, there's nothing wrong with that. But if we're just gonna keep it honest and fair, try to remember it's not gooner bait just because somebody's hot, because that says more about you, in my opinion. I would never go around unironically saying, oh yeah, they did too much. It's like, buddy, it's some thighs. Jiggle physics is crazy, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's what they do, so. All in all, I will say this. I don't know. I feel like at some point we all got to look at ourselves and go that, is it that deep or am I tweaking? And that's how I look at this situation in Marvel Rivals. It's just, is it that deep? Is it really? Probably. Am I gonna say something? Nah. Am I still gonna keep solo tanking? Yeah. But all in all, thank you for watching. If there's any other random subject or thing you want me to talk about, like I said, professional yapper here, I'll be more to talk about it. I've got like 2 Silent Hill videos planned and an Assassin's Creed video, which, yeah, that one's gonna be fun. But on that note, I will see you guys next time. Peace.